So here we are. I'm making the video on the mystery announcement that's planned for tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, which will be around 6 p.m. my time. And of course, everyone wants to know, what is this partnership announcement about? And the reason they want to know is because T-Mobile and SpaceX and Elon, they're trying to create a buzz, right? And that's what T-Mobile's good at. They are good at marketing and making a big deal out of something that potentially somebody has already done, right? And I'm speaking Verizon. Verizon already announced a satellite partnership through Amazon. Now, again, this may not be the same thing. T-Mobile may announce something completely different tomorrow. But the reason I put out the tweet earlier to temper your expectations is because T-Mobile is not the company that's pushing this. T-Mobile is being added to the update. This is coming from SpaceX themselves. That's something that I took notice of right away. Usually, if it's a partnership, all of this is going to be pushed through T-Mobile's channels, but this time T-Mobile is being pushed through SpaceX's channels and distribution. For example, the live stream event will be streamed on the SpaceX YouTube channel, not T-Mobile's. So it looks like this time around T-Mobile will take a back seat on this partnership, and they're not the main part of the partnership, if that makes sense. So I have had interaction with a few people. They gave me some information, and I'm trying to piece it all together. But for now, it really is a mystery as to how beneficial can SpaceX really be to T-Mobile. Right? A lot of people have been speculating it's backhaul to the cell sites, to the small cells, and I've spoken with engineers from several companies, right? AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. And they say the reason today the percentage of satellite backhaul is so small is because it's just not a reliable form of backhaul. It's very rarely used. It's like in absolute worst case scenarios, they use this backhaul. And the reason I bring that point up is because I see it all the time when, satellite is being used to, for dish TV, direct TV. Every time there's a storm or there are clouds in the sky, it disrupts the signal. And what I was told, in theory, the same happens if the backhaul is provided via satellite. Anytime there's a cloud or a storm inbound, it does disrupt the service, making it less reliable. So carriers have tried not to use this at scale, right? If this was so optimal and it was a great choice, then carriers would have opted to use this more often, but they don't. Even T-Mobile rarely uses satellite backhaul. It's like 0.2% from what I was told that they use satellite backhaul. In absolute worst case scenarios, that's when satellite backhaul is provided. So a few things that I'm hearing is that, this partnership could be used for T-Mobile's emergency cell on wheels, right? Those are usually broadcasted with satellite, and those are used in an event of an emergency, right? You bring the cell on wheels to the area where services are needed, where perhaps the service is down, and then you hook up a satellite and you create a connection that way. That could be part of the announcement tomorrow. But some other stuff that I'm hearing, it's, T-Mobile is using their distribution retail channels to push the SpaceX product. That is, a very strong option as well that could happen. Elon may think he needs retail distribution, and then T-Mobile sells it, rebrands it or whatnot, and they get a kickback from it. that could potentially be happening as well. And I'm not ruling out the backhaul too much. That could still come into play. But for now, I just don't see that being a reliable option for the network. So I know the reason that SpaceX and Starlink and the way it was presented was to close the digital divide. And I'm all for that. But again, if we're going to create if we're going to close that gap, let's do it the right way. Let's not try to do it the wrong way or a different way. You got to build that infrastructure. You have to do it. And maybe T-Mobile ties into that in some way, shape, or form. And like I said, we'll find out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll find out the official announcement. Some people may probably know a few hours before, especially if T-Mobile and SpaceX, they send out embargoes to these companies that are typing up the articles. They may get, notice 2-3 hours before, depending. So we'll see. I'll definitely stay tuned. But just like I said, a few things that I noticed, T-Mobile is not pushing it through their social media channels. Of course, after the fact, T-Mobile probably will announce it on their, hey, we have this partnership now. But it's not up front. It's not the main focus. It seems to be, immediately going through SpaceX's channels. So it may be something where SpaceX is pushing it and T-Mobile will be, taking a back seat on this partnership. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I don't think this is going to be anything groundbreaking to the fact like, this has never been done before. This has never been seen. If it is backhaul, like I said, that's been done before. If it is the distribution, of course, that's been done before plenty of times. So I don't see anything groundbreaking that we haven't seen before coming out of this partnership. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.